Let's be honest with each other for a second. Most days, you probably don't feel motivated. You know exactly what you should be doing. That project, that workout, that important task, but you just don't do it. And what happens next? You start blaming yourself. You call yourself lazy, unproductive, maybe even a failure. But I'm here to tell you that laziness is not the problem. The real problem is that you've been taught to wait for motivation to strike, like lightning from a clear sky, instead of building something far more reliable: discipline. Today, I'm going to show you how to become disciplined, step by step, even on the days you feel tired, lazy, and completely uninspired. So, let's get right into it. Why does motivation always seem to fail us? Think about it. Motivation is purely emotional. It's a feeling. It depends entirely on your mood, your energy levels, and what's happening around you. One day you wake up feeling like you can conquer the world, and the next you can barely drag yourself out of bed. That's why motivation is so fleeting and disappears so quickly. If you make your progress dependent on a feeling, your progress will always be inconsistent. You'll have bursts of activity followed by long periods of nothing. Discipline, on the other hand, is completely different. Discipline isn't a feeling, it's a system. It's about what you do, regardless of how you feel. There's a powerful idea that says you don't rise to the level of your motivation, you fall to the level of your systems. It's what keeps you moving forward, day in and day out. It's the difference between wishing for a result and building the path to get there, brick by brick. Discipline is your safety net for success. Now, how do we build this system? The first step is to lower the barrier, not the standard. This is where most people go wrong. We get a sudden jolt of motivation and set these huge, ambitious goals. We tell ourselves, starting tomorrow, I'm going to the gym for 2 hours every single day. Or I'm going to write 3,000 words for my novel every morning. We aim for perfection right out of the gate. And what happens when we inevitably miss one day or can't reach that perfect target? We feel like we've failed completely and we just quit. The solution is counterintuitive. Make the habit stupidly easy, so easy that you can't say no. Instead of a full workout, just do 5 push-ups. That's it. Instead of forcing yourself to work for an hour, commit to just 5 minutes. Seriously, set a timer for 5 minutes. Instead of trying to read an entire chapter, just read one single page. These small actions seem insignificant, but they are incredibly powerful. They remove the mental resistance, that feeling of dread that stops you from starting. And it's this consistency built on these tiny, easy actions that forges real, lasting discipline. You're not trying to be a hero, you're just trying to show up. The next piece of the puzzle is using your environment to your advantage. A lot of people think discipline is all about willpower, about gritting your teeth and resisting temptation through sheer mental force. But willpower is a finite resource. It's like a muscle that gets tired. If you spend your entire day fighting off distractions, you'll be exhausted. Your environment, however, is incredibly powerful and works 24/7. If distractions are within arm's reach, discipline becomes a constant uphill battle. So, the solution is to become an architect of your own environment. Don't rely on willpower. Make the right choices easy and the wrong choices hard. For example, if your phone is your biggest distraction, don't just put it on silent. Put it in another room while you work. If you want to start your day with a healthy habit, prepare everything you need the night before. Lay out your workout clothes. Put your journal and a pen on your nightstand. You want to remove as much friction as possible from your good habits. Discipline isn't about being stronger than everyone else. It's about being smarter. It's about creating a space where the path of least resistance leads you directly toward your goals. Now, let's talk about the hard days, because they will come. There will be days when your effort feels completely pointless. You'll show up, you'll do the thing, but you won't see any immediate results. You won't feel any progress. You'll think to yourself, what's the point? This isn't even working. This is normal. In fact, these are the most important days. Discipline is not built in the moments of victory and celebration. Discipline is forged in the fire of these moments. The ones where you show up even when you don't feel like it, even when it feels useless. Here's a simple but life-changing rule to live by. Never miss twice. Missing once is an accident. It happens. We're human. Maybe you get sick, or there's an emergency. That's okay. But missing twice in a row is the beginning of a new, negative habit. The first miss is an outlier. The second miss creates a pattern. By committing to never missing twice, you give yourself grace for imperfection while ensuring you get back on track immediately. You're teaching yourself that a single setback is not the end of the story. Another critical step is to stop identifying as a lazy person. The story you tell yourself about who you are is one of the most powerful forces in your life. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm so lazy, or I'm just not a disciplined person, guess what? Your brain will find ways to make that story true. You will act in alignment with that identity. You will find excuses, you will procrastinate, and you will reinforce that belief over and over again. You have to consciously shift your identity. Instead of, I'm lazy, start telling yourself, I'm the type of person who shows up. This isn't the fake rah-rah kind of confidence. This is the deep, quiet confidence that comes from knowing you can rely on yourself. Discipline is a gift you give to your future self. So, to wrap this all up, you don't need more motivation. You don't need to wait for the perfect feeling to get started. You need fewer excuses and better systems. You need to make it easy to start. Design your environment for success and show up even when it feels pointless. Discipline is not about feeling ready, it's about acting anyway. It's a skill, and like any skill, it gets stronger the more you practice it. Remember this: discipline creates freedom, the freedom from your own moods, the freedom from regret, and the freedom to build the life you truly want. If this video helped you in any way, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content on self-improvement and building a stronger mindset. Thank you so much for watching. Now go build a system, not an excuse.